You wake up on a thin mattress in a small, cracked concrete room. Morning light filters through a high window, casting long shadows across peeling paint and bare walls. A wooden chair and a metal basin sit silently in the corner. The air is heavy, thick with dust. Everything feels oppressive. You are small, replaceable, almost invisible in this world, yet you sense someone is always watching, even in emptiness. The room itself reminds you that your life begins here, quiet, constrained, and precise. You sit up slowly, brushing off stiffness in your limbs. Each movement echoes softly against the concrete. Faint voices drift from the hallway, distant and methodical. You notice every crack, every irregularity in the wall. Every object, peeling paint, rusted hinges, a chipped basin, is part of the machinery of this world. You are here to observe, to learn, to be shaped. Today, you take your first steps into a life defined by hierarchy, obedience, and silent rules. You stand and stretch, feeling the small muscles in your back ache from sleep. You are sent to a dim corridor where faceless associates move crates with careful, deliberate gestures. Their movements are sharp, coordinated, precise. You follow along, silent, measuring every step. Each task is repetitive, unremarkable, yet vital. Obedience is rewarded, questioning is punished. You begin to understand that power is procedural, not heroic, and every small motion matters. You sit quietly at a wooden table, counting small coins and bundles of notes. Each sum represents control, each transaction a test of loyalty. The weight of responsibility presses heavily against your chest. You sweep the floor, carry parcels, check crates. Every action, no matter how mundane, is monitored. You learn to move silently, to anticipate instructions, to absorb the rhythm of this world. Repetition becomes your teacher. Precision becomes your shield. At night, you walk through empty alleys, observing routes and patterns. Every shadow could conceal danger, every gesture carries meaning. You study small weapons laid neatly on a table, their cold metal heavier than they look. Each tool represents power, each carries consequences. You watch minor confrontations in the streets, faceless characters tense and release with disciplined gestures. The hierarchy is everywhere, precise and quiet. You begin to internalize the unspoken rules. You climb to rooftops, maps spread across tables. Soft light filters through clouds, illuminating paper and hands. You trace routes, shipments, territories. Planning is quiet, methodical. Every line, every mark, every observation is a step toward control. Mistakes are costly. You walk industrial hallways lined with crates, listening. Silence is as important as orders. Supervising shipments, you notice the choreography of movement, the rhythm of compliance. Your responsibility grows, but your personal cost begins quietly. You check surveillance monitors, scanning every flicker of movement. Repetition becomes a cage. Yet within it, you understand patterns, control flows, and influence spreads. You oversee collections on quiet streets, faceless associates exchanging envelopes in careful precision. You count larger sums of cash stacked neatly on tables, sunlight filtering through dusty blinds. Each bill, each envelope, each number is a measure of authority, a measure of trust, a measure of consequence. You drive rural roads at dawn, convoys leaving safe houses in muted gray light. You review coded messages, symbols carrying meanings only you can decipher. You climb rooftops at night, city lights muted and hazy. You sit with ledgers and maps, tracking shipments, monitoring associates, observing patterns. Each day repeats with small variations. You stand alone in courtyards, faceless associates moving under your supervision. The cycle of power is constant, unyielding, the days blur together. You walk through warehouses, industrial corridors, alleys at night. You supervise mid-level meetings, plan routes, review ledgers. Each shipment, each transaction, each choice nudges you further into the machinery. You sit alone on rooftops, wind brushing your face, sunlight softening distant buildings. The weight of control settles over you. Mistakes are rare. Obedience is everything. Every gesture is meaningful. Every silence is observed. You drive convoys along muted rural roads, supervise faceless associates transporting crates, watch warehouses at night. Each step is calculated. Mistakes are deadly. You sit in safe house rooms, maps and ledgers before you, soft light reflecting off paper and walls. The world outside moves, indifferent to your calculations, yet every movement you make ripples through it. You walk alone in alleys at dusk, watch shipments leave industrial zones, study faceless associates moving silently under muted warehouse lights. You sit on rooftops, observing distant city blocks softened by haze. You oversee the collection of money on quiet streets, count stacks of cash, review shipment logs. Time passes. Convoys leave. Streets empty. Patterns repeat. You climb hilltops, observing cities, rooftops, alleys, warehouses. The hierarchy surrounds you, faceless, precise, mechanical. You are part of it and apart from it simultaneously. You sit alone in safe house rooms at night, reviewing maps and ledgers, soft light dimming into horizon. You supervise associates, move shipments, observe patterns, count money. Each day feels like the last, yet each decision carries weight. You stand on hilltops at sunrise, muted city buildings stretching below, soft shadows marking every corner. The machinery of the organization continues without pause, precise and relentless. The system is larger than you. Deeper than your ambitions. Relentless in its precision. Your name may rise, your influence may spread. Yet the cycle persists. Faces change. Crates move. Streets are quiet. You are a single note in a long, unbroken rhythm. Even as you watch, plan, and move, the world outside continues, unchanged, indifferent, inevitable.